Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from KC. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, and he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
That's Goddard in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Saquon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
A 23-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Jake 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, KC.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Mahomes now to throw again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On second down, Barkley. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jabari Connor there on the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Cooper going in motion. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Man in motion is Brown. Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on third and 5.
First down, Eagles.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Whoa! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready for their second possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. For the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 10-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now, it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 25.
They get 25 on that connection. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, you end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the...
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane of the goal line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Pacheco is in for a touchdown. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 10-7.
Chiefs 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Will show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. That's Goddard in motion. On 2nd down, Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
He'll get about 2. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. And in motion is Brown. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A throw on the move is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Chiefs, first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Mahomes now on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down and goal to go.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Zach Bond getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks, back them up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? Patrick to throw. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
It's 4th down and goal.
Here's Mahomes. This caught, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And to end what was such a promising drive, Mike, they went the entire length of the field, executing really well, and then to come away with nothing, that's just a tough way to end what was a really promising drive.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the 1. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
now,
for
after the
Philadelphia.
safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 29.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Mahomes to the left side, caught by Kelsey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That is caught to the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Eagles 13.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's to the right side, caught by Styles. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
16 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. That is not going to do. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First down, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Open man is Thornton. He's got it. Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action here. Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Dropped off for Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
That's caught by Hunt. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw again. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
It's going to be third. They need one. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one, taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 13.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Dotson, the man in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. Pacheco. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
Still 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On the 6-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. And in motion is Brown. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and short, Hurts will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This from 34 yards. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are able to get it back within a score.
16.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Zach Barnes, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Number 87, Travis Kelce.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
On comes the Chiefs punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. They cannot get away. Great job down there to hold them to a short return. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Hurts to the air on first down. Back to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
38-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
28-yard gain.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Throw! And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 25, here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now he'll run it. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
Pickup. First down, Eagles.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jerry Tillery in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up third and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Dotson, the man in motion. On third down, here's Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Dillon. Touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
10 yards.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't wait.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
It's a gain of 3.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On third down, Mahomes will try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Eagles recover the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Second and inches. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on 2nd down. It's typically something that we see on 3rd and 4th down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this 1st down. Don't leave anything to chance, and he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That's Goddard in motion. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A first down throw for Mahomes. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him. He's able to bring him down for a loss.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He connects downfield to Dotson. And he will get into the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
That's the score, Eagles 30, Chiefs 23.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here he comes, one of the best ever in these spots. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs down by 7. 1:51 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves as they come up with 1st down. Here's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be up.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Going to need a big play now. Third down and long. Mahomes back. He'll take a shot. Downfield for Kelsey. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there, but they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. First and 10 now from the 36. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.